Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. Got a couple of rooms to do here. I actually just went and did one other one, which was even smaller than this, and it's clean and beautiful. A fairly old carpet here. I think about 15 years old in the other room. This one's a bit less. There's a stain here, which I pre-treated and, of course, vacuumed everything. So I'll show you the other room. We've got some damage over here, but otherwise, for the age, it's actually not in bad shape. It's a carpet that will last, but it certainly needs a clean. Anyway, I'm cleaning with a varnish water product, and you can see it making a dramatic difference immediately. And that's a green stripe AstroTurf pad. I won't need to post broom or vacuum this carpet, so that makes it a pretty quick job with not very big rooms. This will be a minimum charge job. That mark that was there is gone. We'll head over to the other room now. Alrighty. Look at that, eh? Wow. Now this is a carpet that an OP machine would be a bit of a challenge on, because it has the heavier loops, and that would tend to make the OP machine kind of fight against you a little bit. It doesn't want to go in certain directions, and sometimes you have to stand or point the machine from one direction only, or move it from one direction only. Makes it a little bit easier, but it just makes it harder. I remember a few times when using my wheels up Orbitec, I used it for a while, and there were some carpets that I'd run into, and especially these heavy loop ones, where it was really quite a challenge to move the machine on the loop carpets. And finally I got to the point where I carried my rotary as well, and when I run into one of those carpets, I remember one time, one job I was doing, and I started cleaning with the OP, and that was just like using a jackhammer, because it was a very heavy loop berber. And fortunately I had brought the rotary, so after a few minutes I took the OP out, came back in with the rotary, and I was like, oh wow, much easier. You know, even the Oric would have a real bear on a carpet like this, because it just jumps and chatters around. And yeah, you can put a glider underneath, and that'll help, but it doesn't resolve the issue completely. It just helps. We don't have to do that with the rotary. It makes no difference. Always smooth operating, easy to maneuver. This carpet, I think she said it was about 15 years old, so that's pretty old. So there is wear. The door looks a lot better, but there's some wear there, some abrasion, dulling of the yarn, which you can't undo, of course. So let's head back to the door, and I got a sprout there which I'll have to cut out. Use my scissors and snip that off. I'll do that after I finish. But that doorway looks a lot better. So what we have left is just a bit of a wear, abrasion effect on the carpet. But the scrubbing action of the rotary and the AstroTurf pad is really going to help. But you can't undull the carpet. Walking on the carpet over a few years will dull the yarn. It won't reflect light, because the surface of the carpet is abraded by the grit, the rubbing action. But that looks way better. And it'll actually dry up a little bit brighter too. Always does. Almost goes a little bit dark in these traffic areas when you clean it. And then as it dries, it'll brighten up a few shades. Okay, we'll take a look at the pad. fairly dirty for just a small area. Okay, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching and have a good day.